So maybe you are a Subnautica player who just wishes you had a way to automate the production of a multitude of items when you're wanting to make multiples of the same thing or have a list of items you need made. You wish you could do that. And so today I'm going to show you exactly how to do that with the Auto Crafter from the FCS mods. Now, let me go ahead and say, if you haven't watched my previous videos, especially the one on the beginner's guide to automating with the FCS mods, I encourage you to check that out because I'm going to be skipping over some stuff that is covered in that video. So with all that said, let's dive into automating things more with the Auto Crafter. Now, this is my first Auto Crafter, the one I was using to automate lubricant production for my deep driller. That is stuff I covered in the beginner's guide to automation video. So again, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. And we're not going to do that right now. We're going to use this for some other stuff. So what we're going to do is, first example, habitat builder. Why? Because it is a perfect example for what I need right now. So here are my items. You can see I already have a wiring kit available, but I don't have any batteries. I do not have any copper wire. I do have the materials to make copper wire and battery, but I don't have them made. Now, I also have uninstalled any other mods that would be interfering with this, so I have no easy craft or anything like that installed. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it I want to craft one extra habitat builder, which requires a computer chip, wiring kit, and battery. So again, I have the wiring kit, but I don't have a computer chip. For that, I need table coral sample, gold, and copper wire. I happen to have table coral samples and gold. I don't have the copper wire. So it's going to have to craft the copper wire, then craft the computer chip, and then use it for crafting the habitat builder. It also is going to have to take and craft a battery, but that's really not that much of a difference because this is where the real catch is. It's going to craft the wire, craft the computer chip, and then use them to craft the habitat builder. And it's going to do this all on its own. So I am setting it to one habitat builder. We're going to add it to the craft. And you see it's got just the core components, but it's acting like I have them. They're lit up like I am not without them. And there it goes. It's already done. I have a habitat builder. It used up my copper wire. It used up acid mushrooms. It used up 3 copper. And yeah, it made everything I needed it to make automatically in the background, and I didn't have to worry about it. So another feature of this is the ability to assist between the different crafters. So if you have a large order of items, it's not waiting on just that one to get through it. The others can help. However, I cannot select it right now. It's grayed out. And if you have a large number of crafters, you can drag to scroll or use your mouse wheel to scroll. Honestly, I think the click and drag is going to be easier, but I cannot select this one. And that is because I need to do something with it. I need to go ahead and put it into standby mode and tell it to assist the first crafter. Once that is done, this should automatically already have it tied together. Now, it's still not going to show over here, but if I go in and say I want to produce a bunch of lubricant, let's go ahead and say, you know what, let's do 4. We'll just craft 4. So 0 of 4. And it's going to go ahead and be pulling from here. I've got plenty of samples in there. So 1 of 4. And this one, 2 of 4. So this one, even though I sent the order to the first one, there it goes. It's popping out half of it. So it is actively going to divide amongst whatever number of auto crafters you link together. So if you want to have just one auto crafter, that is the control one, you can do that and just have 2 or 3 or 4, and I'm getting an extra one there. I don't know why that's giving me an extra one. Yeah, I had 2 there, I believe. So it made 5. I asked for 4, it made 5. So I'm not going to complain about getting an extra one, but okay. So yeah, if you just want to have multiple crafters assisting one primary crafter, it will speed up the process. And that's really the only thing that is for, is to have it sit there waiting to help with larger item orders. Right now, my list of items is pretty short because this is a new game. I haven't done a lot of unlocking. But now I have used unlock all to open up all blueprints. And as you can see, I have a much longer list of items. I even have the upgrades, which I don't know why you'd want to automate the upgrades in terms of large production more than just one at a time. But, you know, if you wanted to make a prawn suit thermal reactor, and you didn't want to have to worry about making the 2 polyaniline and the wiring kit first, you can just come here and say, hey, make me this, and it will make the items needed to craft it, even if you don't already have them. And so this is probably all most people need to know about the Auto Crafter. You can produce the intermediate products, and you can tie them together so they can batch produce stuff faster. You can also set them to continually produce items such as lubricant, which is needed for the deep drillers to function. However, maybe you are a fanatic of hunting Reaper Leviathans. You like using gas torpedoes, so you want to be able to produce a large amount of torpedoes with ease. So for this, normally to produce a lot of gas torpedoes, you'd have to go to your fabricator. You'd have to have titanium and gas pods and be sitting there like, make torpedo, wait, make torpedo, wait. It would be slow. You'd have to go out, manually grab the gas pods. Not the funnest thing to do, but we can automate that with the FCS mods. So as you can see, I already have a bunch of titanium produced by my deep driller in my storage system. However, I don't have gas pods. For that, I have a single gas pod, which has been put into the matter analyzer to analyze it for production use. And now I have to order a couple of things. One is I'm going to go ahead and order a couple more auto crafters to make this go faster. And I'm also going to order a replicator. So replicator first, we're going to select the gas pod, which is finished. We're going to turn it up to maximum. So 1 item every minute. And now I'm going to set these to standby and assist ACU 004 because that is the first one, the primary one. And so now all 3 of these will help balance out the load for any production request. If it goes beyond 1 item, it's going to roll over to these. So if I go 2 of a certain item, it's going to send 1 here. If I do 4, it's going to send 1, 2, 3, and then the main one having the 4th one. Just to make this go a little quicker, I have already spawned in a bunch of gas pods so we can show how it works. But basically, you can see there's already 1 there. It's going to act the same as the hydroponic harvester. It's going to count as part of your inventory. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to say I want some gas torpedoes. You know what? I want do 12 because 12 divided by 4 is 3. So we should get 3 on order at each one of these. So 0, 12, and we should be able to go over here and let's look at this. That's 0, 12. There we go. 3 of 12, 4 of 12, 4 of 12. All of them have triggered. Got gas torpedo, gas torpedo, gas torpedo on all of those, and that one. So there you go. A way to mass produce gas torpedoes or whatever you want in the game if you need large quantities, and just depending on how much you need and how quickly you want it done is how many auto crafters you're going to tie together. But as you can see, this is pretty much already done. That's, 12 sets of torpedoes done already. I mean, I should be able to see them right there. Well, yeah, 30 torpedoes. So maybe still a little bugginess in some cases, but yeah, 30 torpedoes, just like that. Took nothing. And again, this is something if you really, really wanted to, you could automate to be recursive. Just keep going and never run out of gas torpedoes or batteries, whatever it is you want. Have fun with it. But that is the way you use the Auto Crafter in the FCS mods.